Well, since y'all are new in town, why don't I tell you the story of Moonglow Mansion? Long time ago, say some 100-odd years, Mr. Maximilian Moonglow found himself a book in this here swamp. Legend says the book taught him spells that let him create the perfect home for him and his family. 3 stories, 35 rooms, and a pool big enough to fit an elephant. No offense to you, big man, but little did he know every spell has a cost. Soon the family began to age twice as fast, then 3 times, then 4. By the time Mr. Moonglow was able to figure out the book was causing this curse, it was too late. As he reached out for it to give back everything they had ever gained, each one of them Moonglow family turned to dust, their souls trapped in those walls for the rest of time. From tourists to curious adventurers, ain't nobody who gone in since come back out. Oh, but you say you're paranormal investigators. Well, since y'all are so determined, follow me. I'll show you the way.
The group here is a group of paranormal investigators. That's like their job. They know each other. They're all friends already, or at least acquaintances as work acquaintances. So they all know each other. We don't have to do introductions or anything. All of your characters are already familiar enough with each other. And you have been hired by a mysterious party to explore a mansion, a cursed mansion, a famous cursed mansion. It's called Moonglow Mansion, and the story of the mansion, as seen in the trailer, is there once was a man named Maximilian Moonglow who was wandering through one of the swamps, which I'm not going to give you guys a world map because it's a very small story. So this swamp's name is called Dirt Bridge Swamp. He was wandering through Dirt Bridge Swamp, and as he was wandering through, he found himself a book just kind of covered in mud, and it seemed to appear out of nowhere. And as he opened up the book and read through it, he discovered that the book taught him spells to create a beautiful arcane mansion, a magical mansion. So he cast the spells, he learned the spells, he studied for a long time to be able to cast this spell and create a huge mansion for him and his family, who were very poor and very hungry. And as he created this beautiful mansion, it came into life, and his family had a warm, beautiful place to live. He was extremely happy, and the whole family, which includes, and this is a good time to start writing things down, information that you know, includes Maximilian himself. He's the dad. His wife, Audrey Moonglow, and then they have 3 kids, 1 son and 2 daughters. And you've been hired to go in and release their souls from Moonglow Mansion, as they have been trapped in this mansion for a long time. And to do that, you're going to need to find each 5 of them individually, as well as rid the mansion of any other ghosts that might be on the property. Now, how did these ghosts come to be? Well, the mansion turned out to be cursed. It had a caveat, which was when you cast a spell as big as this, it costs something in return. Every action has a reaction. Every spell has a cost. And in this case, when he cast this spell to make a beautiful mansion that made his family safe, has infinite amounts of food, it has servants that, like ghostly servants that served them and made sure everything was perfect for them. And within weeks, his family had aged and aged and aged and then turned to dust, leaving just their souls left in the mansion, which still stands to this day. And so you are going in to try and find the 5 of the Moonglow family and release them from their ghostly prison, as well as rid the premises of any other nefarious beings, and possibly discover why the mansion was cursed, where it came from, and how to prevent it from happening to somebody else in the future. Everyone else who's gone in before you has died, either been killed or just never seen again. And no one's really sure. So no one goes in anymore. It used to be a popular place for ghost tours and things like that. But then as people started going missing, they're sending in the specialists, which are you guys. Another thing to write down here is the name of your business, which is the... hold on. I got the name here on my list. Sorry, give me a second. Everything closed out when my thing crashed.
Well, it's our business. Surely we know the name.
Yes, of course you do. Inspectres, spelled Spectres, like a ghost. Inspectres.
No, that's clever.
So, this is Inspectres Paranormal Investigators, and Inspectres, you are provided with tools that allow you to see and hunt ghosts, which includes gloves for Jack, weapons for, Grog, gloves for Grog, weapons for the rest of you, glasses for those of you that are arcane in nature, so those of you who don't have like magical abilities. So we're talking pretty much just Grog. You've got like a dope pair of sunglasses that you can wear that when you take them off, you can't see ghosts, but when you slide them down, you can see ghosts. Okay. All right. The rest of you, you can see them pretty clearly when you, the places you've gone. You've all gone on plenty of missions together. You know each other very well. And where we pick up in this story and where we're going to start off here is you guys are on a rickety riverboat. And the person in the trailer who was talking to you is a man by the name of Dory. Dory is what's called a bugbear, which is like a Sasquatch. So Dory is hailing the boat right now. He's driving the boat, and he has told you the story of Moonglow Mansion. He's told you about the family and what happened to them, and we're picking up right where the trailer leaves off, where he is basically warning you, you shouldn't go to this place, but if you want to go, you should follow him. And so he's taking you on the boat to where the mansion is. And as you hear the noises of the swamp around you, the croaking of frogs and the soft pitter-patter of water against the sides of the boat, the man here, he turns to you and he says,
"Well, folks, I wasn't expecting y'all to take me up on my offer, but since y'all are going to the mansion anyways, I'd like to know a little bit about y'all. You said you're paranormal investigators. What does that all mean? I've never heard of paranormal investigators before."
And to describe to you what he looks like, he is so like I said, he's like a Sasquatch. He's like a very furry, tall creature. But he's got this big underbite with these huge white tusks that come out under it. And he's wearing like bone tooth jewelry and like a big trench coat, like a sailor's, kind of like a fisherman's trench coat. And he's got this thick Louisiana accent, these piercing black eyes, and he's got this big scar that goes all the way across his chest that you can see. It's just barely visible, but it spreads the fur out a little bit. So because, where it gets slashed, the fur doesn't grow back in. So he's got this big like claw mark across his chest, and he seems curious about you. So what do you guys say to him as you're just you're on the boat right now, enjoying your ride towards the mansion, the calm before the storm, if you will?
We are Ghostbusters.
Yeah, his eyes immediately gets big, and he goes,
"A talking cat? Is that supposed to happen?"
I immediately reply with, "I didn't ask about a talking mop of fur either. Have some respect for my comrade over here."
Hey,
That's the Sasquatch.
You don't gotta be mean about it. Oh.
He kind of shakes his shoulders off and ruffles his coat a little bit and turns back away from you guys. He says,
"What are y'all's names?"
I pet Crumb.
I pet Crumb.
I'm Grog. I'm a half-orc. I've been fighting ghosts for a while now. We know what we're doing. And yes, it is a real job before you say anything.
Okay. I was gonna ask if that's a real job. You all get paid?
You do. You get paid very well.
Big bucks.
By the
Wait, you
way,
guys are
I will
getting
tell you a
paid
little
for
bit
this?
more about your job real quick. Let me tell you a little bit more about the Inspectors. So the Inspectors is a very prestigious ghost hunting business. It's like legit. There's a lot of fake ghost hunting businesses out there that are there for entertainment or to scam people, but you guys are the real deal. And the Inspectors are also, it's a very dangerous job. A lot of your comrades over the years have died in the line of duty, and it is something that you can decide whether or not your character is okay with that. Like, you can decide how your character feels about the Inspectors. Do you think it's worth the money? Obviously, you're still doing it. Are you doing it for somebody? Like, are you doing it for a family member that's in your backstory? Like, maybe you have a wife and kids that you're trying to protect and give money to, or maybe you're doing it because you're just a thrill seeker and you're really bored and want to go out there and get yourself into some trouble. Maybe you just hate ghosts. Like, it's just like part of your backstory that ghosts are like your least favorite thing. Maybe they, your wife cheated on you with a ghost. I don't know. But you can have a backstory to this if you'd like, but the driver here, he seems very I guess intrigued with your job, and he says,
Well, nice to meet you, Grog. And what about you?
and he points towards Victor, who is wearing his trench coat and glasses, and the guy tilts his head at you and he says,
You're a strange fellow.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm. And what's your name?
I go by the moniker of Victor.
Victor. Well,
Moniker.
Victor, go ahead and describe to me what your character, go ahead and describe to everyone what your character looks like. Let's do that now.
Oh, wait, like...
Just what they look like.
Okay. I have a very obviously fake mustache and beard going on with attached to glasses that I definitely do not need. Otherwise, I just seem like I've got, a bit of a smaller stature. I'm wearing a trench coat and a sorcerer hat.
Okay, perfect. And you're passing for human right now, right?
A perfectly reasonable height. Yes.
Yes. So yeah, very, very totally real human. As the guy tilts his head at you, and he says,
okay. And what about you, big man?
Points over to Trunks.
I'm absolutely gigantic, just like real life. And I wear incredibly well-designed, like, protective gear that was designed by Crumb. She's an expert at this sort of thing. And also, I can go underwater and stick my trunk out, and it acts as a snorkel. It's very
canon,
useful.
by the way.
It's very useful for
very
swamps.
That is very true. And the guy, he kind of nods his head and he says,
You a religious type, or what's your deal?
I mean, I've seen ghosts firsthand. I don't know what comes after we leave the world, but I do know some don't go to where they're supposed to. And the police don't take too kindly to fighting physical people, so I get to exert my anger on the ghosts because it's allowed.
Loud.
he kind of like rustles a little bit when you say that, like he's scared you're gonna like punch him. He kind of backs up a little bit, and he says,
Okay, a violent type, I see. Well, you'll have plenty of fun fighting ghosts in this place, I'll tell you that. And
Yeah.
what about you? What are you?
and he points to Korax. Seems like he's never seen something like you before.
Well, excuse me. I'm an Aarakocra. It's pronounced Aarakocra.
Oh, here we
And-
go again.
Aarakocra.
Aarakocra. Yes, thank you. I don't know about my colleagues, but personally, I find ghosts absolutely fascinating. Now, see, I can control ghosts a little bit myself. So by joining the Inspector Paranormal people organization, I hope to find more ghosts that I can bend to my will, that I can use and research and just find out more about ghosts myself.
Oh,
That's
so
why
you're
I'm
a
here.
ghost tamer then.
Indeed, I am.
Oh, that's gonna
Better
be
punch him.
exciting. There's lots of strange things to see in Moonglow Mansion. Well, I'm excited to hear about your adventures when you come back from the mansion, if you come back. And last but certainly not least,
And he slowly reaches out to put his hand on Crumb's head. Crumb, what do you do?
I very awkwardly stand there and look at everyone else.
As you like, so I'm imagining like you're on all fours, and as he puts his hand out to pet you, you just stand up on both legs.
And look like your profile picture.
Yeah.
I love that.
That's exactly what I had in mind.
Glare at him.
I stand up and I look at everyone else for help.
sorry. I didn't mean to offend you. Who are you talking, cat?
I am a simple house cat. I am here on this amazing journey. My bird is talking. I'm here on this amazing journey. Dude!
Corax, it's okay. Let her talk.
I'm here.
Excuse me, I'm not a bird, I'm an air cobra.
I'm on this amazing journey because Trunks wanted to go and I wanted to go with Trunks, so I followed him.
Okay.
Yeah.
You're like a dynamic duo.
She can heal very good.
Oh, that's gonna be helpful for you.
Mm-hmm.
He nods, and then he says,
Well, you don't seem like a normal house cat, but I do have a normal house cat below deck. Come on, Whiskers.
and as he says that, a gray, black spotted cat kind of crawls up from beneath deck on the ship and sits patiently by the steps. As it does, you can see it's got matted, wet fur, and one of its eyes is kind of bulging out. As it starts licking its paw, it makes a hissing noise as it sees Crumb, and then runs back down the steps.
Wow, okay, rude.
Don't be like that, Whiskers. Come on now.
And the cat doesn't return, and he goes,
Oh, well, you are kind of creepy.
Excuse me?
Don't talk to my friend
Yeah, that was kind
way.
of rude. I think you should apologize to Crumb.
If you weren't a ghost, I'd be on you right now.
She's the boss
If
here.
you were a ghost.
he roll me an intimidation check, please. Let's do Trunks. Trunks, roll me an intimidation check, please.
I'm not very intimidating.
11. Okay, so with an 11, let me roll for him real quick. He also rolled an 11. Okay, but he has a -1 charisma because he's not good at talk. This guy, so he's actually gonna get a 10 on his dice. So he's gonna kind of back up a little bit and start rubbing his arm, and he says,
Sorry, big man. I didn't mean nothing by it. We're almost here. We're almost here.
and as he says that, he kind of turns the wheel, and the ship turns around the side of a river bank and to a small kind of pond that ends the river. The river stops here. And you can see at the base of the pond a huge mansion. As he described, it's 3 stories and 35 rooms. The windows across the mansion are all dark, but some of them have a faint glow behind them of yellow, kind of like candlelight, which is ominous already, considering the mansion, as you know, has been abandoned for quite a long time. The night is setting. The sun, it's kind of got like that pink sky right now, so the sun's just going down, and you know the moon's about to rise up, and you can hear the lapping of the water against the shore as your new acquaintance here docks you at the shore. He does not seem interested in getting off the boat or getting anywhere near the mansion. He's actually docked about 300 or 400 feet away from it, across the pond. And he says,
Y'all are gonna have to walk from here.
and
Walk? What about fly?
I'm
he
uncomfortably
Yeah, you don't have to
Slabs.
flex like
right
this.
now.
I don't think you can carry an
Yeah, you carrying us there?
Or I could carry Crumb.
Not me? Okay.
Ride.
I
Not
might
the
weigh a
7
little
feet,
bit
so
too
I'll
much.
Make a note
It's
that
fine.
I'm stroking my beard and staring uncomfortably at Korax.
yeah, go for it.
No, that was it.
Oh, okay. Korak's not going to respond?
It's just
Okay.
uncomfortable. All right.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Okay. No, that's okay.
why should I?
No, that's okay. You don't have to. I just wanted to make sure I didn't cut you off. All right.
Mhm.
So he nods his head. He says,
You can fly if you want, but it looks like you're the only one with wings.
And don't you forget it.
Well, enjoy, and when you get out of the mansion,
and he hands Trunks, reaches out and hands Trunks a very smooth black stone. It just looks like a skipping stone. As you grab it, Trunks, you recognize these before. You actually already have one of these. Everyone in your party already has one of these. This is called a sending stone. It's like a walkie-talkie. So you can use it to talk to each other if you're in different rooms. If you guys split the party, you can use it just like a walkie-talkie. You talk into it, and while you're talking, you can't hear back. So you got to talk into it and say like over or something, or be done, and then somebody else can talk through it. It's a sending stone. This is not something that you want to lose. It's a very important communication piece in case you guys get split up. This sending stone is a little different than the ones you guys have. Your guys say Inspectres on them. They're like branded sending stones, so you can kind of tell. This one is just a very smooth black stone that looks like it's been in the water recently. And he says,
this is a sending stone you can use to contact me when you're out of the mansion, and I'll come back and pick y'all up. How's that sound?
Sounds good.
Sure thing.
Spike.
I'll contact
Sounds
you
good.
on the Rocky Talkie.
I will
Rocky
contact
Talkie.
you on the Rocky Talkie.
Whoever does, just make sure you guys remind me who you are, because I got a lot of these sending stones out across the town for people to contact me. So just remind me, hey, this is the Moonglow Mansion Inspectors. Whatever. I'll come pick you up.
You saying a large elephant is not memorable?
Well, to be honest, you are large, but I'm not going to be able to see you, just hear your voice. And you got a very familiar voice. I feel like I've heard it before.
What about me?
I'm going to remember that voice, you.
Okay.
Cat.
We'll get Crumb to do it.
Check Jordan's memory and ask if he remembers the name of the boat guy.
What?
What?
I proceed to immediately challenge Jordan's claim about memory and see if he remembers the name of the boat guy.
Oh.
Wait, why are we fighting each
What
other?
was his name? What was his name?
Boat guy.
Yeah, elephant. Aren't elephants supposed to know a lot about memory and have really good memory?
Pretty sure
Okay.
it was
That's
Dory,
not a good
but
That's-
it could have been boat guy, I guess.
Oh yeah, we'll be finding Dory once we're done with the mansion. Right.
That's how
You can't stereotype me just because other elephants are supposed to never forget. Other elephants can't go and combat ghosts.
But you
Okay,
literally just
I'm not
said
like
it
the
was-
others.
It's okay, Sparkles. We know you are very smart.
Thank
Y'all
you,
going to get off my
Crumb.
ship or what?
Okay,
Katie,
we'll see you
I'm already
later after we
fine.
vanquish these ghosts.
all right. So as you guys step off the ship onto the ground on the shore here, it is muddy and kind of gross. Kind of sticks to your shoes. Crumb, you are very short, the size of a regular house cat. Even walking on your hind legs, if you were to stand here in the mud, it might sink down to like your pelvic area. So you might want to be on someone's shoulder instead.
Crumb, would you like me to fly you over to the mansion?
But
You
then
can do
you're
that.
leaving everyone else behind.
No, we'll fly at the same pace that they are walking.
What if the
Okay.
mansion has anti-aircraft ghosts?
Okay,
That's actually a really good question. Do we have to roll
I
for perception?
fly down and grab Crumb with my arms while I am flying, just hovering with everyone.
Okay, perfect.
Correct.
All right, so you are all walking to the mansion. Gross, muddy noises. If you would like to look for anti-aircraft ghosts, go ahead and roll me a perception check, please. We already have
Okay.
one from Victor.
Oh, I did that sarcastically. Really?
I think it's
Okay.
It counts.
I've rolled a 15.
Oh no,
Oh, they're
my
great.
perception's not particularly great.
Is it worth saying I can see in
Whoa,
darkness up to 60
24.
feet right
I
now?
am so perspective.
Crumb's eyes are so good. Oh
Um,
my god. It's the aerial view
She's
card.
a cat.
Not
She
yet,
has-
Grog. Good question, though. Not
Okay,
yet.
okay.
All right.
You said perception. is that what you
Perception,
said?
yep.
That's
It's
fine.
not dark out yet. It's still kind of that like pink night sky, like sun setting.
Beautiful. Oh, I am very. Oh,
Okay, and
I walk over to Trunks
18,
and I
okay.
just say, "Sun's getting real low, big guy."
I can see a lot from up there, apparently.
And I say, I just got a little bit of sleep in my eyes. Don't worry, I'll clear it out.
All right, so we got 10 for Victor and a 6 for Trunks, so you guys don't really see anything. Korax and Grog, as you're looking at the mansion, you don't see any anti-aircraft ghosts, but what you see with those rolls when you're just looking at the mansion from the outside is you can see that the front door of the mansion is kind of right in front of where the water is. Here, where the pond is, and the pond kind of leads up to the front door of the mansion, and the steps that go up to the front door actually kind of lead down into the water. So what you notice about this is the mansion has been sinking. The mansion has been sinking down into the ground a little bit, and you notice that the base foundation of the mansion itself is also pretty much covered in mud. So this thing has been here for a while, and in that time, it's still standing, which is cool. It's very sturdy, but it's also extremely damp and probably full of water in the basement and lower levels. It's probably going to be full of moisture and mud and grossness. So that's something that you notice with your perception rolls. So you can prepare yourself for that. If you have anything you want to do to prepare for that, you kind of have that information with your perception checks. Crumb, the 24 perception check. You see on top of the mansion, there is a ghost. It is sitting on the roof with this kind of ethereal blue glow. And it's got a slingshot, and it's wearing a shirt that says anti-aircraft ghost.
Wow, they print that out in ghost sizes?
And it's sitting there, and it is pointing straight at Korax, but she doesn't seem to notice it.
Okay. I pat Corax's arm very fast and I tell her to go down because she's going to get shot.
Korax, what do? You don't know what she's talking about. You don't see the ghost.
I say, what are you talking about, Crumb?
Corax, you're going to be shot down by the anti-aircraft military service. You have to land right now. There's a ghost on the roof.
How high up in the air am I?
You're 10 feet up in the air, not too far. Just enough to hover over Trunks' head.
Can I do evasive maneuvers if they shoot at me?
So you don't know where it's coming from. You were just told to dodge. So you tell me what you do. What do you do to try and dodge? Do you kind of
I go higher to dodge.
Okay, you go higher. So you're flying above Trunks right now, and as you fly up a little bit further, the ghost is gonna take its shot real quick. It rolls an 18 to hit, but it's gonna have disadvantage. It's gonna roll twice and take the lower number because you evasive maneuvered. Crumb gave you a little bit of headway here, so it's gonna roll again. It rolled a 4 this time, so it's gonna miss. As its ghostly rock comes flying and hits Trunks in the shoulder. Doesn't do any damage, just bounces off his armor.
Why is it hitting me?
Trunks, you just hear a tink off your shoulder armor, and you see where it comes from. Everyone sees now this ghost on top of the mansion. It's a male ghost. It looks like it's probably teenage in age. It has like I said, a slingshot in this t-shirt, and it's kind of kicking its feet on the roof of the mansion. And as it notices you noticing it, it starts to try and make a run for it. It's about 100 feet away from everybody right now. It's and you can hear it making those noises as it runs across the rooftop. Would anyone like to do anything from a range of about 100 feet away to try and stop it or anything?
I can't get in range here.
You can look at your attacks here on your actions in the bottom right. And you can see if you have anything
that's going to warn a lot of other things, and we need to stop it.
I kind of want to get to him.
I mean, I have guiding bolt of 120 foot range. I don't know if
that would hit.
Use that now.
Well, that might hit is what I should say. It's in range. You're in range to do it.
Right.
Is there
are we very concerned this thing is going to raise the alarm?
I think I would rather scope it out without that ghost telling all of his friends that we're here, that someone's here.
They're safe inside.
Okay. Well, then I guess I can try to yeet a guiding bolt at it.
Okay. Go ahead and roll
check out my javelin.
Okay. You want to throw a javelin, you said?
No,
Are
I
we
can't
rolling
reach.
for
I did
initiative?
check though.
And you don't need to roll for
check.
initiative here. It's just one ghost.
Okay.
Oh,
I would
actually, I have
like
a
to-
question. Sorry.
I want to Eldritch
On my
Blast him.
javelin, it says range is 30 feet, and in bracket has a different number. What does the number in brackets mean?
What's the number of brackets? Is it 60?
120.
120. Okay, so that's you can throw it at that range with disadvantage, and it still might hit. So you can roll twice,
okay,
take the lower
interesting.
number if you want to try and throw a javelin at it.
Yeah, sure. Let's
Okay.
do that.
All
I'm
right,
down.
so Grog,
Well, so
roll
does that
twice,
mean-
take the lower number. Trunks,
So
Okay.
Grog will do it first, or are we both?
We're-
try-
you're all
I feel
doing it
like
at the
we should
same
do one
time.
at a-
Okay,
Oh,
I want
okay.
to Eldritch Blast it.
okay. So
Dang,
go
this
ahead and
thing's
roll your
gonna
Eldritch
get
Blast
obliterated.
attack, and then go ahead
Put me
and click on the
down
plus
first.
whatever next
Okay.
to
Doing
guiding bolt.
disadvantage right now.
Trunks,
Put Crumb down first,
the
Kara.
plus.
Oh,
And I can use
Oh,
my
okay.
other hand.
Okay, so
hold on as tight as I can.
the javelin's gonna miss on the throw from Grog. Korax, that Eldritch Blast is gonna hit, and Trunks, the guiding bolt is also gonna hit. So we got a 21 and a 20. Those are dirty 20s, which means they're not crits, but they're pretty close. So
20s.
Dirty 20s.
yep. So with that, go ahead and roll damage, Korax, on the Eldritch Blast. Click the yep, you got it, and then click the damage next to the guiding bolt to the right of it. Should be like 3d6 or 46 or something.
Right.
Okay, so 6 Eldritch Blast damage and 12 guiding bolt damage. First, you fire this red lightning from your finger, Korax, and as it flies out and goes towards the roof of the mansion, it hits the ghost in the side, and it goes, "Oh, ow, ow!" It starts like holding the spot where you hit it, and then behind that little lightning bolt is a larger blast of radiant damage that is flying through the air, and as it's holding its side wounded, the radiant blast hits it and turns the ghost into ethereal dust, just blowing it up.
Oh, I feel bad now. I feel like we should have
riddance.
talked to him maybe.
Demolished it.
So that ghost has been disapparated. I'm now going to mention something I probably should have mentioned, but you wouldn't have been able to do it in this case anyway. But each of you has a special tool that was given to you by the Inspector Corporation. It is it's a stamp. So you can use this stamp. It doesn't require any ink. It's just a stamp without ink. And you can stamp the forehead of any ghost. And if it's a willing ghost, it will be moved on to the afterlife without being killed, like without being like completely destroyed. So if you would like to like release a ghost, then you can use the stamp to do that to a willing ghost.
Okay.
In your experience with fighting ghosts, one thing you know is you got to get close to be able to do that. You got to be within, like touching range to do it. And also, a lot of ghosts are pissed off because they're ghosts and not necessarily at you. So not everything that attacks you is necessarily your enemy. If that makes sense. It's more like it's enraged and just pissed off, and not that it's angry at you or wants to kill you. So keep that in mind. If you ever want to know if a ghost is like malicious towards you, or is just trying to defend itself, or is just angry, whenever you want, you can roll an insight check on a ghost. Insight is like telling what something's intentions are. So if you want, you just say, "Hey, Commander, I'm going to roll an insight check on this ghost, and I'll let you know."
0 on insight. Does anyone have high wisdom?
do.
It's wisdom, right?
Mm-hmm.
Who's got the high?
I have
pretty good
+2.
insight. I have
You got
plus
+2.
4.
Okay, cool. Also, with the stamp, like, is there if we land the stamp, is it like gone? Or
If it's a willing ghost, yes. If it's not a willing ghost, it has to roll a save. It has to roll a check, and if it fails its check, it is forced pushed like to the next
okay,
to the next life.
okay, good to know.
It's a very very high chance that it'll resist it though. It would
Okay.
need to roll like a very low number for it to be passed on unwillingly.
Oh, Krema's plus 5 insight. Nice.
I do?
Apparently,
There you go.
I am so smart.
you are.
Yeah, you are.
All right. You guys have dispatched this ghost, which did seem like it was running like back inside the mansion. It was going to like hop down this chimney that's on the top of the mansion. You're not sure what it was going to do,
Close.
but there's no chance for it to do whatever it was going to do. So it is dispatched. When a ghost is destroyed like this, it just ceases to exist. It no longer goes to an afterlife. It's not a painful, like, it doesn't go to purgatory or hell or anything. It just disappears from existence. It just goes away forever.
Science.
Oh my god. Okay, let's
kinda
try
sad.
not to kill
I said good
people.
riddance. We can't take any chances.
I like to fight ghosts.
Trunks, please. Let's try not to
I
kill
continue to
people
stroke
from
my
now
beard and
on.
stare at Kara.
Wait,
or
we're not
Korak.
killing them. They're already dead, Crumb.
Yeah,
I know,
exactly.
but now he doesn't exist anymore.
Yeah, we just.
Yeah,
He
but
was
he
always
tried
supposed
to.
to not
He
exist.
tried to
He
shoot
did
us.
shoot first. That is true.
Yeah, he hit Trunks.
He was
That's
on
assault.
the shoulder. He has armor.
Yeah, but that could have if you hadn't seen him and hadn't done evasive maneuvers, then Korax
Could've
could have
hit
been direct
you.
hit.
Could
Who
have
knows?
hit Crumb even.
Wait, can
Oh,
Jordan use adult words on this stream?
What?
I think we've decided to keep it PG-13. So like words like
No, I just
You know,
mean,
keep,
is he
keep
not going to say unalive and all the ghosts for once? 'Cause I would
Thank
love
God.
that.
He's not even streaming, so he doesn't need to. He can swear.
Have to be
He
on
was
brand.
Only a teenager, bro. We have. Okay. How about
You're
we-
praying to sing unalive? I hate it here.
How about we talk to them, but if they're really mean, then we can fight them because
Okay.
I
He
don't know.
shot before we even could talk
Brom,
to
you know,
him.
if you didn't see him, Crumb, he'd still be alive right now. So this is kind of your fault, Crumb.
Oh,
my
shoot.
God.
You're the one who spotted the ghost.
Oh my god!
That is
Are you
messed
doing
up.
this to me?
All right.
Okay, I have made my decision to ignore Grog for the rest of the trip.
I mean, you're
Got
not
him.
going to heal Grog.
I will heal him, but I will not talk to him.
Oh wow.
All right. So as you guys walk up to the mansion, there are a few ways to get into the mansion, and I'll let you kind of decide. So first, let's see how many of these ways you guys find. Everyone, please roll me an investigation check. Investigation check.
Before I do my roll, I asked the party, why do we simply not burn the mansion down?
Because that would not
Because
release
then we
the
won't get
souls.
paid.
Yeah, we want
Correct.
to.
You're being paid to release
the.
the Moonglow family from this mansion, like release them with the stamps.
I do enjoy money.
The thing about your stamps as well is when you use them, they are logged back at the inspector headquarters with the name of the ghost that you have released. So they will know whether or not you've done your job.
Okay.
All right.
Imagine
so,
that was Maximilian up on the roof. We just deleted him on the first section.
If Maximilian's wearing an anti-aircraft shirt.
all right. So, you've got a 12 for Korax, a 17 for Trunks, a 5 for Crumb, an 8 for Grog, and an 18 for Victor. These rolls are pretty average. I will say Victor and Trunks a little bit above average. So we're going to say the entrances with your group combined, the rolls that you found. Here are the entrances you have options to. First is the front door is the most obvious, right? It is somewhat submerged in pond water. And the steps that kind of come up to it are very moldy and rickety. But you can use the front door if you'd like. It would be like the most obvious entrance. The second is there is a ladder at the back of the house, and the ladder leads up to one of the second story windows. You're not sure what the ladder was used for, but it is propped up against a window very like specifically, like it had been used by somebody for some reason. The last entrance that I'll give you with the 18 from Victor is you find a cellar entrance door that is around the eastern side of the house. Now, I don't have a map for you of the house itself because in this story, we're going to focus more on just playing and fighting and like traveling from room to room as opposed to you guys having to backtrack and go to like, it's not like Resident Evil. We're not going to have you guys like following a mini map throughout the whole thing. And it's too big of a place for that to really make too much sense. So, we're just going to use like general areas like, oh, now you're in the library. Oh, now you're in the foyer. Now you're in the dining room, that kind of thing.
I feel like this cellar is probably going to be underwater. Like, if the cellar door, if the front doors are already partly submerged in water, I feel like the cellar's probably not looking too good.
Don't worry, Trunks is on it.
You know what, Trunks? We'll send you down in the cellar.
Yeah.
We'll take the front door.
We should
I could
split up
go,
like this.
if
I don't
possible,
think
I
we
could
should
go
split up
check the second floor window and see if Trunks can even get in that way.
What are you calling me, big?
You are big. You're tall. I don't know what you want me to say.
How wide am I, though? Are you calling me wide? Saying I can't get through a window?
Are you
Huh?
saying you're not muscular? What do you want?
am.
What?
Yes, I have big muscles and nothing else.
So you're not wide. So you
I
don't
am
have big
low
muscles.
body fat composition,
Hang on.
but also big.
So do you? So you aren't big.
Don't worry,
I am
Trunks.
very big, but low body
So you
fat
think you're gonna
composition.
I can-
to the
I can tell you
window?
the
I'm gonna do a
Trunks.
roll here real quick.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do a roll here real quick.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try to convince Trunks he can fit through that window. And I'm rolling deception.
Okay.
Wow.
19.
So Trunks,
What?
roll an insight check, please, Trunks.
Oh
It's
my
so
And if you roll
goodness.
above a 19, you don't believe him. If you roll below a 19, you do believe him.
It's okay.
You think you can fit through that window? You're getting gassed up right now.
You got this.
Okay.
You're looking fit. You're looking tight. You can fit through that window.
Dude, you're looking
I guess
so
I can fit through the
dehydrated
window.
Right now. That body fat is low.
It's okay, Chunks. You
So this means that we're going
So are
through
we
the window.
going through the window?
Well, we're gonna watch Trunks go first. I
I'm
think.
gonna watch
Yeah.
try to go first.
I'll hold
I'm
the
just-
ladder.
Can
I'll
Trunks
hold
even
the
sit
ladder
on the
in
ladder?
place. Yeah,
I'm
I'll
just
hold it in
giggling.
place.
I'm just giggling to myself as I watch Trunks climb this ladder.
What kind of
Am I-
feet does Trunks have? Are they elephant feet?
They
Yeah,
are
duh.
elephant-like, yeah, elephant-like.
Thorax
I
feeling.
feel it's going to be very hard to climb a ladder, but I'm willing to watch.
Are you
It's gonna be
questioning
fun.
my athleticism?
I'll give
I'll
you a
have
leg
you
up
know.
if you want, Jordan.
What's
I mean,
your
Trunks, sorry.
acrobatics, Jordan?
My
Or
acrobatics
sorry, Trunks.
are incredible. I have incredible acrobatics.
Okay.
They have a +0 next to them. They're so good.
You could also do athletics to climb a ladder.
They have a +3 now. Am I rolling athletics on my ladder climb?
So that's what I'm curious about. So the first thing to know is who's going first and to which entrance? Are you guys doing the ladder?
Looks
Guess
like
we're
you
doing
want
the
me to
ladder.
go through the
So
ladder.
we're sending
I'm
Jordan up the
pretty-
ladder first.
I'm pretty athletic, so I can help you up if you need, Trunks.
I can
willing to
fly.
do that.
I'll just fly up to the second story with Crumb.
is
Okay.
Is Korak still holding me?
She
Yes.
can or she can't. It's up to you. You get to decide whether or not
So I
somebody's
guess you
holding
could jump off if you want.
I'm concerned that Trunks may break this ladder, so I'm
If
gonna
you jump,
I'm gonna
Crumb,
offer an
though,
alternative.
you
where I
may
give him a
sink
leg up.
into. You're gonna jump onto the mud, and you're gonna sink into the mud. Keep that in mind.
Yeah,
So,
it's still very muddy outside.
so does that mean, Grog, you wish to go first up this ladder?
No, I'm
I
giving
can
you a leg up.
probably- I can probably just throw most
could-
of you except Grog up to the second floor.
Yeah.
I could yeet you onto the roof.
Yeah, but we need to see
Crumb.
if you'll go first, because if you don't work, then there's no point in all of us going and then having to come back down.
Okay, so it sounds like I'm going up the ladder into the window
You're
first.
Yeah.
going first,
Okay.
Yeah.
All right,
Yeah,
go ahead and roll me athletics or acrobatics, your choice.
That's
All right.
okay.
Oh.
That
Yeah.
seems okay.
16 is pretty good. As you climb up the ladder, it does creak very heavily as you go up, but it does not break
Oh
as you
my
climb all the way up to the
gosh.
second story.
Nice.
When you get to the window, surprisingly enough, Trunks, you can actually fit through this window, even though Victor didn't think you could,
Get wrecked, Victor.
you actually can fit through this window. It's a
But you
very
don't know
large
that
window.
I didn't think you could. You only know that I think you could.
You literally
That was actually
called it
right.
deception.
True.
You literally called it deception.
Wow, Victor, you were right.
It's about a 6 foot by
I
6
knew
foot
I was
window.
right.
It's about a 6 foot by 6 foot window. It's a very large window.
That is a big window. Okay.
And as you're looking at it, the curtains are drawn to get inside. The window has a little latch on it that you can unlatch from the outside. Would you like to? You can kind of very barely look through the curtains if you want to try and look inside the room before you go in. Otherwise, you could just open it up and go in.
Probably look in before just barreling in.
Okay, roll me a perception check real quick with disadvantage. So we're gonna roll twice. Take the lower number. So if you right click the perception number,
Okay.
and then click on disadvantage. There you go.
Oh no.
So a 5. So looking inside is very dark in the room. There's no light, and you're very unsure. But I will tell you, this is just something you see even without needing a perception check. The curtains here have flowers on them.
They're
Trunks,
very
what
cute.
do you see?
I see curtains that have flower prints on them.
But what's
it's
inside?
really- It's really dark. I can't
What's
see.
inside?
My eyes
Oh.
haven't adjusted to the light yet.
I can see in the dark. Let me check it out.
Yeah, I can
Okay,
too.
you should do that because I don't
All
want to
right.
just jump in and then fall into a
He's
big
still got
pit.
that sleep in his eyes from earlier, you know. He
Korax
woke up late.
flies up to the window, drops Crumb next to Trunks, and looks inside.
Okay, roll me a perception check, please, with disadvantage. So roll twice, take the lower number. If you right
Okay,
click,
that's gonna be terrible.
We can't see anything.
Okay, I'll check
All
afterwards.
right.
okay,
Oh, sorry, I
so
didn't
6
roll
for
with
Korax.
disadvantage. It's a 6 basically, but I
Okay.
can see in the dark. Shouldn't I be able to see something?
In this particular instance, it doesn't matter because the curtain's in the way. That's what's blocking
Jordan's
your vision.
in the way.
Oh, the curtain's in the way.
The curtain is blocking your vision, not the darkness.
Jordan's in the way.
Okay.
Victor, I think you should go up next because
Can we
there's
move
a
the
chance I
curtains
break
out of
this
the way?
ladder.
If you want to open the window and remove the curtains, you totally can. That's been an option this time, but you know, there's pros
While
and
this is
cons to
going
every
on-
situation, right? You don't know what's behind this window. You're not sure if you're gonna have a ghost come out and knock you off the
Oh,
ladder.
true.
Or,
Trapped.
Okay,
Could
give
be
me a
trapped.
second. Okay,
Hey,
I
while this
climb-
is going on, oh sorry, I'll get Crumb.
Sorry.
You're good.
You can go.
But after you, Crumb, after you.
Okay, I climb on top of Trunks and I peek through, and I also use my perception.
All right.
But there's curtains, Crumb.
Go ahead and roll twice. Take the lower number.
Okay.
So if you right click the
These
perception and
curtains,
then do disadvantage, if you right click and do
Stupid
disadvantage,
flower
it'll work.
curtains.
Yeah,
I'm
roll
gonna yank them down in a
disadvantage.
second, I think.
Oh my
Okay.
goodness, nobody can see
Yep.
anything.
So this is the thing with
Get
disadvantage.
away!
This is what
Victor, get
disadvantage
up there.
does.
See
Okay,
if you
wait,
can
wait.
see inside,
So-
please.
No, wait. While this going on, before you say this to me, I pull Grog over to the side by the swamp water.
Yeah.
And for no reason, I try to convince him that the swamp water tastes good.
What the heck?
Oh, I
This
rolled
might
a
not go well
one.
for me.
I rolled a 1.
You deserve that.
What
Why
was
is
this
your
with this,
deception plus 6? I don't have any plus 6s.
What am I
I'm a
rolling
human,
here?
that's why.
So this is a critical fail from Victor. Natural one. So
God.
I hope he ends
so
up
you don't
drinking
even need
himself.
to roll.
Can I
Even,
push him into it?
even though you got a 7, Victor, you don't even need to roll Grog because it's a critical fail. So
Can I just say you are so dumb and shove him into it?
if you'd like,
a friendly shove, you know.
if you'd like, go ahead and roll me an unarmed strike. So in your actions there, find the unarmed strike attack and hit the plus
Action, unarmed strike. Yep, I see that.
plus 6 next to it.
Yeah, so just roll 1. Okay.
Yep. And then roll me a dexterity saving throw, Rifkin. So in the top left of your character sheet, there's the saving throw box. There you go. You got it. Perfect. Okay.
Oh.
So it's a 17 and a 17. In this case,
Oh.
the person going to hit is the one that succeeds. So Jack, you are going, Grog, you're going to push.
Just about.
Yep, you just got it. So you push Victor, and Victor falls over onto the into the mud.
While I'm on the ground, I take a handful of the swamp water and
Okay.
I'm like, no,
Oh
really.
my
no.
God.
Oh my god. Anyway,
No, don't.
so
Anyway,
there's-
we're still continuing.
Okay,
this
so you're gonna
just
eat. You're gonna
roll.
eat the mud.
I'm gonna like a little bit, just like
Okay.
not a lot, but like enough to make
Okay.
it look like I'm
Okay.
sipping in it, but I'm not really.
Okay, so you pick up some mud. You're really trying to convince him here. Okay, with a 21 deception, that's pretty good, but you're gonna need to roll me a Constitution saving throw to not throw up here. So the top left, Constitution saving throw. Okay, so you lick a little bit of the mud, and you're like, it's pretty good. I'm pretty sure Grog doesn't believe you afterwards, but
I'll
Grog can
pass on the
decide.
mud. I'll definitely
Okay.
pass on the mud.
While they're doing this,
Mm-hmm.
I decide to open the curtains. So
Oh no.
Okay, so Crumb, you
cat's
reach out to
doing
unlatch
this.
the window. You don't need to roll for that; it just happens. Give me a second here. I was given advice by the chat that they would like to see the rolls, so I don't have enough boxes for it, but I am going to put them above the picture slideshow I've got going. So I will do that for you, chat.
Okay, so I am standing on Trunk's head and I open the window.
All right. Go ahead and roll me a perception check now, like a regular perception check, not with disadvantage. Just roll regular.
Okay.
Can I make my way up the ladder in this time?
Right
Like a
now,
passive thing I can do.
Yo.
I'll wait until they say they go
Whoa.
inside.
Okay. Okay.
Okay. So looking inside, Crumb, you see the first thing in particular that really stands out to you. This is what looks like a kid's room. So this is someone probably between the ages of 10 and 15. The room seems feminine. Doesn't necessarily define what the gender is. It just seems feminine. There is a bed with like a flower blanket on it and a fluffy looking pillow and these like drapes that kind of go around it. The same flower drapes that are in front of the window. There's a dresser with an ornate, beautiful mirror on it and a little book that's been wrapped up like a wrapped with twine. A book that's wrapped with twine just kind of laying there on the dresser. And then at the back of the room is like a little closet that looks like it's like slightly ajar, and you can just see some colors of clothes in the closet. Looks like maybe one of Maximilian's daughter's rooms.
Oh, okay. I jumped off of Trunk's head into the room, and it was just an empty room, right?
Mm-hmm. There was no creatures in here that you could see.
Okay, I jump off of the head into the room, and I tell them that it is safe and they can come in.
All
I'm
right.
scared of Crumb being on the front line with the low health.
I'm gonna barge in there.
All right. Corax flies in.
All right.
I get Trunks goes in. Grog and Victor still chilling on the bottom.
I'd like to come up and in the window now.
All right. Rifkin, curious. When you climb the ladder, how do you...
Like a normal human, that's how.
Humanly, of
So
course.
I'm sure you have like a system to this, right? There's got to be.
Yeah, we're used to, dude, this isn't my first rodeo.
Hold on, are you two people stacked on top of each other?
What? What?
What?
What are you talking about?
I imagine
Trunks?
you've gotten pretty good at it to the point where you're like very like subtly under your breath. You're like, okay, up, down, like without anyone hearing it. Making sure that you make it up the ladder, you make it up just fine, all the way up to the room, following up behind Grog. You all step onto the room. I will say noticeably, Trunks, when you step into the room, your foot does make a large creak on the ground.
Way to go,
with
Trunks.
the floorboards.
Shush.
It's not, I shouldn't say it's loud. It's dull. It's like a dull creak as you step. And you start hearing more of these kind of creaks all throughout the house as the wind begins to blow. And you could swear you could hear a fire burning somewhere outside this room. You don't see any light, but you can just hear the faint noises of a fire. And just these weird, creepy noises all throughout the house. Just doors opening and closing. Small voices here and there. All right.
Guys, I think this place is haunted.
Why do you think we're here?
I didn't know that Victor was Vincent Adult Man.
You don't know that. Your character doesn't know that, okay?
What are you talking about? Victor is Victor.
Classic
Okay.
Victor.
Cool. I must have been crazy for a moment there.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Sorry, we don't need to talk about the elephant in the room.
Oh, nice.
Oh, that's pretty
Nice.
good, but I hate it, but it's pretty good.
Okay. I go to the closet and I open it to check if anything is inside.
All right. As you walk over to the closet, it's like the door is like slightly ajar. It opens out towards you, Crumb. How do you want to approach? Do you just want to like swing the door open?
I open it slowly, and
Okay.
then for the rest of the half, I open it very fast.
Just like
Yes.
Okay. All right. As you kind of creak the door open, you notice before you do the fast open, you notice some of the clothes begin to shake just a little bit.
Uh-oh.
So you haven't gotten to opening the door all the way yet.
Okay. I call my friend Trunks over and I tell him the closet is being weird.
Is Jack even here yet, by the way?
Yeah,
Yeah,
everyone's
we're
in the
all
room.
in here.
Oh, okay,
Everyone's in
okay.
the room.
He didn't have to roll
The perception
athletics. I guess I'm just that much bigger. That's
You wouldn't need to roll athletics or anything. The closet is easy to open.
Oh no, I
call-
meant for him,
For me
Grog
to
climbing
get
the
in.
ladder.
Oh. He didn't need to roll. This was mostly for you getting up the ladder quickly enough to not break the steps.
Okay.
I'm calling you fat.
Yeah.
I am.
How big is Trunks? Because I want to be like a 6'8". You know, I'm half orc, so I'm pretty big.
I'm 9 feet tall.
Okay, you are definitely a lot
Yeah.
larger. Got it.
The density of Trunks is much more dense.
What's
than-
the height of the ceiling? Is
It's a
Trunks,
regular
like,
sized
crouching?
room. Trunks,
Hunched
your head
over.
is just barely about to touch the ceiling. Like you're maybe 6 inches away from the ceiling.
Okay, so I guess I've walked over to the closet and I'm ready to fight ghosts, so I just open the door.
All right. So as you swing the door open, you notice that the clothes in here are all different colored dresses. And they do give like a shudder, like a shake, as you open the closet here. And you hear a voice in the corner of the closet. It's not a huge closet, but you're not sure where this voice is coming from. You don't see anything, but you all hear it. And it says, Who's there? Who's there?
Hi, I'm Trunks. Are you nice or do you fight?
Oh my god,
God.
you just ask people that.
Yeah, you can't just ask them that.
Okay, I am very sorry for my friend's behavior. We come in peace. We wanted to ask a few questions.
As you say that, roll me a persuasion check, Crumb.
Okay.
What are we asking it?
If it knows any of the
Who knows?
people, the family and
Wow.
Who they are?
Very
The name.
persuasive.
Yes.
How could anyone resist Crumb's persuasion?
All right. So with a 17, you start to begin to see a glow in the back of the closet. This ghost was kind of really trying to hide from you and is now kind of letting off its ghostly aura, which in this world, ghosts mostly glow a bluish color, sometimes blue-green. There are different types of ghosts that we'll get to when combat rolls around. And those are things that you can keep track of. This is what you would call your average ghost. And as it peeks its head out, you notice it seems like a young man, like maybe 12 years old. And he's got like this bowl cut haircut and glasses that come down to like the tip of his nose. And he pushes them up
Nerd.
as he does. And he says, I'm not I don't fight. And
okay.
he comes out from behind the clothes, and the dress is closed, like the little openings coming out of the dress is closed as he fully emerges from them.
It's okay. We don't have to fight. We were wondering if we could ask you a few questions regarding this mansion.
Sure, I might know.
Do you know where any of the family is located? It is very of the utmost importance that we have to find them.
I don't know. I've been looking for Anna for a long time. I thought, well, I come back here every day to see if she comes back to her room, but she hasn't.
Is he a peeping Tom?
Sounds like it.
While this is going on, I
Maybe
continue to
he's
stroke my
looking
beard
for his friend.
beard and stare at Korax instead of the ghost.
Why is he staring at me?
Ah,
What are you looking at?
I don't even notice.
I'm looking very
Okay.
skeptically too, I want to say.
What do we want to? We should probably ask who he is.
Yeah, what's
we
his
should
name?
ask who Anna is because she seems important.
Do we know the daughter's names? Did I miss that earlier, or was it just one
You
son,
do.
two
You do. I
daughters?
just didn't say them.
Okay.
So, my bad.
is Anna one of the daughters?
Correct. Yes. Anna
Okay.
is one of the daughters.
Mm.
The other daughter is
Yeah.
Victoria, and then the son is Edward.
Let's ask what this guy
Hey,
knows
who are
about
you?
Anna.
Well, what if he's Edward? We should ask who he is.
Oh,
Yeah,
what is
ask
your
his name.
name? What is your name, fellow friend?
My name's James.
He's not useful. Let's kill him.
No,
Have him back in the closet.
Okay. No,
He actually like flees to the closet again behind some clothes.
I'm just kidding.
He was just kidding. It's okay. We're not gonna hate you. I was
Rex, are you bullying children again?
Please.
I asked the ghost if he knows Howard.
Oh my gosh.
Who's Howard?
Howard these nuts.
Okay.
Can I roll to
He
slap
starts crying.
Victor?
Can I roll
starts
to
crying.
throw Victor out the window?
How much do I need to roll to slap Victor?
Roll me an unarmed strike, Corax. It should be in your actions there.
Can I use my talons?
my God.
Yes.
Gonna hurt him really bad if you do that.
Okay, we'll do one arm. Wait, but mine says 0. I have
Yeah.
a 0.
Yep, because you probably have not a great strength.
Okay, I'm gonna use talons then.
Oh my God.
Oh, I missed.
A 7 to hit, Rifkin. Your armor class is way higher than a 7, so.
Well, while they're
Um,
brawling or something.
What do I roll to
go
convince
into
Kara
the
that was
closet.
hilarious?
Nothing. You can't convince people to think something's funny if it's not.
It's okay. I didn't need to.
Can I throw him out the window without wasting a spell?
It's dangerous to do that. If he falls 2 stories, he's gonna take quite a bit of damage. So I wouldn't want to neuter your party like that. You could punch him or something though.
No, whatever.
Okay.
If you
leave it
want to
for
throw him,
next
you
time.
can. That's my advice.
Uh-huh.
You want to
It's
throw him?
okay. No,
Yeah.
we'll hold it.
Don't
We'll-
be like
we'll-
you're gonna throw this investigation, dude. Just go ahead, do it.
No.
So
did,
Crumb.
Did James go back into the closet?
Yes, he did. He went back into the closet and kind of disappeared again. Crumb, you told James to come back out. Go ahead and roll me persuasion, this time with disadvantage. So roll twice, take the lower number. So right click it.
Why are you
And
guys
roll
doing this
disadvantage.
to me? Bruh, I'm trying to do this good. You guys are just ruining it. Please, I just want to play the game.
Yeah.
Oh my
Can
God.
I also roll to help persuade the ghost out of the closet?
I'll help too.
You can. We'll
Carl, you
let 2
chased him
people
in
roll.
there.
We'll let 2 people roll with disadvantage
I
here.
was saying it out
No,
of
no,
character.
I'm gonna try because Kara tried to scare him away.
I was
I'm
saying
gonna-
it out of character.
Okay, then
Wait, to
you
be
got to
fair,
make
he's
that
got
really
really good
obvious then,
perception.
because like we've been
Oh,
joking.
sorry.
It's okay. We've been joking at, like in character. So if we joke out of character, it's hard for me to tell what's the difference.
Oh, I'm
So-
sorry.
No, you're
I'll
good.
try to use my voice, my character voice, if it's in character.
You're totally good. I just don't want to stop the campaign every 5 seconds to ask, is that in character? Do you actually say that? You know what I mean? So
Gotcha,
I just assumed
gotcha.
everything was in character at this point.
totally up to you guys. So Corax with a 9, not great. Victor, did you roll twice? Take the lower.
Oh, do I have to roll again?
Yeah.
Yeah, you have to roll disadvantage.
They're both
Okay.
9.
All right. So all of the rolls pretty low here for James to come back out. But he's still talking to you. You just can't see him anymore.
Okay. Do you know where you last saw Anna?
I saw her. Well, she snuck out to come see me.
Damn.
Before
Uh-huh.
everything happened.
What happened?
Well, she came out. She used that ladder, and he points to the ladder. And we met out in the swamp. I live about like half a mile to the east. Well, I lived half a mile to the east. And she came out to tell me that something was wrong. That something was happening. And so I told her I'd come and find her the next day. And when I came back, everything was awful. She was gone, and there were ghosts everywhere. And then one of them, it had this claw, and the claw, he came and attacked me. And I think that's when I died.
I am so sorry for what happened. Did she give you anything like hints of where she would be or what was happening?
She, maybe, I really, I know it doesn't seem like it, but I really respect people's privacy. And I've been thinking about opening her diary for the last 100 years, but I haven't.
It's been 100 years? Oh, I mean, the diary. Yes, the diary. do you know by any chance where that diary is?
He points to the dresser that is in the room here with the wrapped up book on it.
Okay, I also respect privacy, so we can read the last few pages instead of all the random stuff, because that'd be kind of
Good
weird.
idea.
Yeah, just the last few pages. No privacy invasion there. Also, it's been 100 years.
I can
It's
imagine
okay.
Victor's already like 30
I'm
pages
already-
deep in this thing.
Should we stamp him?
No.
We should
I don't
add.
think we
Yeah,
should,
not yet. He could
because
have more
he probably
info.
wants to wait for her, right? We should.
so
well, maybe we
you
should
should
What
ask
if
more
him.
she's what if she's never coming back?
Well,
Should
we
we
need to
use their
find her. That's
courtesy?
part of our objective.
What if we don't
Should
find
we?
it?
Well, then
I
we'll
want to.
come
I
back
want to
later.
ask James.
Okay.
Would you like to move on, or do you want to stick around and try and wait to see if we can find her?
I want to make sure she's okay.
Okay.
Okay, we respect your wishes. And we open the diary to check the last few pages to see what was happening.
Wait,
All
what does
right.
he mean by okay? Wouldn't she already be dead?
Or she is, but she's going to be stuck in this realm. She hasn't passed on. You know.
Oh, I guess so.
Right. So, as you open up the book, you untie the twine around it. You open the book to the last few pages, I assume, or do you go against your word and read the whole thing?
Should we give it to
that'd be
someone
bad.
who's got like the best? Would it be investigation or?
I imagine
insight?
you all gather around it to see it together,
Okay,
so I'm
okay,
not
okay.
going to force you to just have
Cool,
one
cool, cool.
person look at it.
Okay, we go to the last few pages.
Okay. So as you flip open to the last few pages, please, everybody, roll me an investigation check as Crumb uses her paw to flip through the last 4 pages of the diary slowly.
Almost 19.
For
Ooh, 20.
God. Dang! See, I told you you were smart.
Wow.
Thanks.
9,
Yeah, I have good
9,
investigation.
7, 7, and a 20.
Good job, Trunks.
All right. So we got a 9, 9, 7, 7, 20. So most of you don't see much in the book except for some words like entry 67. And then it's got a date from well over 100 years ago. And it says, Dad's been acting weird. He is getting ... wrinkly, ? Mom is always angry. Always angry. I don't know where brother is. The last page, though, as you're flipping through, sorry, not the last page, the second to last page. Trunks, you find a little clue of where Anna might be. You see, she says, entry number 74. I'm going to go to the library and see if I can find something in one of Dad's old books. And then there's a couple entries after that of her exploring the library. Like, I explored the library today. I didn't find anything. I explored the library today. I found a book on ghosts, but I don't know what it means. Things like that. And then the entries stop at entry 81.
That was the last
Team, I
one.
think we should go to the library.
I agree.
Oh.
Let's go to the library.
Cool.
So
Anybody
you've
know
learned
where
a
that is?
valuable piece of information here too, which is she was seeing what?
Oof.
Ghosts. She was looking up books on ghosts, and it's kind of like a weird little thing. It's not obvious in the book that she is saying that, but the fact that she's saying she's going to the library to look for a book on ghosts means that she's been seeing them around the mansion. Maybe not violent ones, but she's been seeing them, which is something important, as well as the fact that what kind of people can see ghosts normally, as I described at the
Magic
beginning.
users.
Yeah,
Right,
I can't. So
correct.
It's magic-y, yeah.
Right, because Grog needs sunglasses, special sunglasses to see the ghosts. So she is magically inclined, and she was seeing ghosts.
I have a question.
Mhm.
Yeah, go ahead.
Can I summon my familiar?
Absolutely, no problem.
Is James reading with us?
He has stuck his head out from between the ghosts, or not the ghosts, the clothes. Stuck his head out from between the clothes, but he has not come near you. He's
So
just looking at you.
He
read.
hasn't he hasn't read this. He hasn't heard us say it or anything.
He's heard you. If you've mentioned anything about going to the library to look for her, then he's heard that. But he's heard whatever you guys have said, so you guys can really tell me what he's heard.
Okay.
Okay.
I wanted to ask him if this means anything to him. Is this surprising? Does this make sense? And also, does he know where the library is?
He nods his head and he says, "I know where the library is, but it's kind of near the center of the mansion, and it's really dangerous getting there."
Okay.
I can't go.
Yeah, I was gonna say, does he want to stay here? Are we gonna leave him in the closet?
I can wait here if you guys want to come back and tell me. I mean, you really shouldn't go though. You're gonna die.
We know what we're doing, okay, James?
Yeah.
We're professionals.
Yeah,
professionals.
I've punched a lot of ghosts in my time.
Oh, that's gonna scare him.
This guy, you want to
Not
watch
you
out for
though.
this one.
You seem
You wanna watch
okay.
out for this
They're only
one.
mean ones.
Oh.
You're very experienced.
Did
Ryan
James-
is my middle name?
Did James know Anna when she was alive, or was he a ghost that he saw or that
No,
she
he
saw?
died when he came to the mansion.
Yeah, he
remember?
died.
He was
Yeah.
alive.
That's correct.
Okay.
So to give you a quick description of it again, he and Anna were friends, possibly
Gotcha.
like even romantically. It seems like he's got like a little bit of a romantic interest in her, like kid love, that kind of thing. And she would sneak out to meet him and talk with him, and they were friends. She told him something bad was happening, and then he said, "Okay." Like it was late at night when she did that, so he said, "Okay, I'll come back tomorrow, and I'll come check it out with you." And when he came back, everyone was gone. And a ghost attacked him and killed him at the mansion.
Gotcha.
So he saw the ghost too.
A ghost. One of the ghosts. A
Saw
ghost
a
with a big
ghost.
claw.
He saw it.
Mm.
Interesting.
Think like a Freddy Krueger type claw.
Mhm. Had Anna mentioned ghosts before? That night.
She said she was seeing things, weird things, and I assume it must have been then, if that's what you're saying.
Okay.
She wouldn't tell me because she said she didn't want me to get too involved. I think she was warning me that if she went missing, she wanted me to know that, something bad was happening at the house. And I was stupid. I should have told someone else. I should have told my parents or
Us.
the police.
Okay. Thank you very much for all the information and help that you provided us with. James, I think that's your name. Should we get going to the library then?
Yeah, let's go, team.
Do police exist in this era?
They're like guards.
Okay.
Before we leave the room, can I secretly pocket the diary and take it with me?
No, I don't let you. I hate you. I hate
You
your
want-
hand.
First off, I'm doing it secretly, Crumb, so you don't know I'm doing
Gotta
this.
hide it
I
from all of
smack
us.
your hand.
Do you have to do sleight of hand?
Yeah, what do I need to roll for that?
To pocket the book, roll me a sleight of hand check.
Can I smack Rifkin's hand?
Depends on if you see him.
Yeah, you're gonna have to see if
I'm
you
going
catch it.
to deck you in
Oh.
the face.
Oh, you
Okay,
are seen.
Pretty bad.
Crumb, roll a perception check.
What?
Fumbling the diary.
Perception check to see if you see him. He still might be out of your vision here. Actually, it's pretty much impossible if you roll a 1. Okay. Rifkin, as you go to pocket the book, Crumb's claw comes out and slaps your hand away.
I give the diary to James because I am a good person.
All right, so you close it up, you wrap it back up in the twine, and hand it to James, who grabs it with his ghostly hands and floats it back over to the dresser and sets it on the dresser, and then flies back over to the closet.
Goodbye, James. I hope you have a good time, and I promise we will help find Anna for you.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
we'll see you soon, James. We're coming back.
Okay, thank you. There's something you should know, though.
Yes?
I didn't tell you everything. There's one ghost who I've heard is floating around, and I think, well, you're going to run across him eventually.
Do you know what he looks like?
His name is Leon the Broker. He's a big, fat guy. I'm telling you, he's got like 3 chins. And
Wow, rude.
well, he brags about it all the time. So I've never actually seen him, but I've heard from some of the other people around. Because ghosts, they kind of wander around and just say stuff like, oh, blah, blah, blah. And he starts making like a little like ghost impression, even though he's a ghost. And he says, Leon the Broker, from what I've heard, he's kind of like a parasite. He'll eat other ghosts and absorb them. And he's been cultivating a small little army inside this mansion. They're trying to get strong enough to break out.
If he eats them, is he cultivating the army inside his stomach?
I think so.
Huh.
Disgusting.
So, like, if you kill him, they'll all come out type thing?
Oh, wow.
Oh.
Oh, it's like
It's like the
squishing a
flood on
spider.
Halo.
It's like a gusher.
Oh, no.
Wait, when they come out, will they attack us?
Sounds like it.
Probably,
I
yeah.
bet. If you were stuck inside of his stomach, you'd be pretty mad too.
Do you
But
have
just
any
be
friends
careful.
Yeah,
here,
but I would be,
James?
if you're stuck inside of his stomach, you'd be happy at the person who freed you.
Maybe they were brainwashed while in the stomach.
Yeah, sounds like it. Does James have any
Just be
friends in this
careful.
house? Does he know of any friendly faces we'll see, or is it just this Lihan?
I thought I heard Anna's dad down in the main entrance.
Oh,
And he was always really nice.
okay.
Oh,
But
main entrance.
I don't
That
know.
sounds like we should maybe go back out the window and in through the main entrance.
Yeah,
What do you guys
maybe.
think?
I don't know. I don't want to risk Sparkles breaking the ladder.
I could probably jump down and be
Yeah,
okay.
you could roll. You could land in
jump
a
down,
roll.
yeah.
Yeah, jump and roll.
Okay, we'll do that then.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
good.
you can also get to the front entrance from inside the house if you want.
Okay.
It might be somewhat dangerous. There might be ghosts to fight
Yeah.
on the way, but you can get there. You are at the exact opposite side of the house from the front entrance right now, though. So
Fun.
if you want, you can jump out the window, go around, or you can try and go through the house, which would take you through the library, and then you can go through the library to the front entrance if you wanted to try and do that track, because the library's like smack in the middle.
I guess we could go through the library on the way.
Isn't the library like the ultimate goal? That's the heart, and we don't
I
want to
can't
jump.
tell if we want to. So if we had gone through the front door and the dad is there, I'm still I'm trying to figure out where we want to end, whether it's the library or whether it's.
Isn't
the
that
dad.
Mr.
sure-
Moonglow? And we
I'm
need
sure
to stamp
Commander
him? So that's,
has a lot
pretty
in
deep.
store for us.
Yeah.
There
for
is
sure.
no specific route in which I want you to take. I have planned it out for like 16 different routes for you guys to take. So
Okay.
you can go whatever way you want.
I think. Well, actually, we're coming up. We got like a couple minutes left, right? I was just gonna say, like, if we were gonna get into combat tonight, time wise, we'd have to think about that. But I'm
We
down
don't
to-
have. We should do it next session.
There's no
I'm down to do
combat
it.
right now. You
Okay.
guys aren't in danger of combat at the moment.
I mean,
All
we
right.
can find if we can find Mr. Moonglow himself, then we'd know where he is for stamping. So that'd be like one
And
big
maybe get
thing
more
off the
information.
checklist. Yeah.
So yeah, if we're not doing any combat tonight, I think we can go talk to him now. We can head back outside. What do you think, Victor?
I'm currently staring at Korax, very suspiciously stroking my beard.
Why? Clearly, you want me to ask. Okay. Victor, why are you staring at me so intently like that?
I don't understand how you're not a bird.
That's very racist. I don't really like the way you asked me that.
I didn't ask anything. I
I'm
made
an
a statement.
Aarakocra. I don't really like your comment. It feels very microaggression to me. I'm an Aarakocra, not a bird. So I really appreciate you to not have this sort of attitude toward me.
Okay.
Otherwise, we're going to have a really difficult working time together. So please, can you not state those things to me? Thank you.
I tried to change the topic and move on.
Anyway, this weather.
All right, so you guys head
So
back down
let's
the
go
ladder.
to the front door.
All right, so you guys are going around the house to the front.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think that's a good idea.
Do-do-do-do. You guys go down the ladder. I'm not going to make anyone roll any checks. You're going to go down the ladder. Whoop. around to the front of the house. It is slightly submerged here, as you are going to need to walk through the water, those of you who can't fly. And as you flip over to the front door of the house, it is a large, beautiful, ornate purple wood front door with a golden knocking handle on it. And as you approach it, do you just open the handle? Do you knock? What do you do? Do you listen?
I decide to knock because I feel like it would be polite.
Doesn't
All
that
right.
alert? Well, we
Yeah,
just
would we-
opened
Yeah,
the
I don't know if
window
we should
already.
knock. I don't
We
think
probably
we should
shouldn't knock.
Who are we being polite to, Crumb?
A ghost.
But the ghosts are trying to attack us. I don't think we need to be polite. We should
Yeah,
just
we
sneak in
already
there.
snuck in. It's our. Do we
Yeah,
feel
I
bad
wanna-
about
I
doing
wanna
this again?
Turn the handle and creak it open. I want to
All right.
try peep inside.
All right. As you creak the handle open, it does make that classic noise. And you see the muddy, wet interior of this main floor. In front of you is a large spiral staircase that goes up in two directions. And to your left and to your right, large hallways that go in either direction towards other parts of the mansion. This is the entryway. And floating in the entryway here, smack in the middle, is a white, flowy aura ghost. He's human with kind of a beard similar to mine in real life, like Commander's beard in real life. So like short stubble, but he's got long kind of smoky colored hair that comes down on both sides. He's wearing silver armor, and as he's floating there, he's also holding a staff with like a gem on the end of it. All of it in ghostly kind of aura look to it. And he tilts his head as you open the door, and as he's looking at you, his voice kind of echoes throughout the chamber here. And who might you be?
Hello, fellow ghosts. I would like to introduce us. We are Ghostbusters, not in the bad way. We're not going to hurt you.
Inspectors.
We're
We're
inspectors.
inspectors.
Yeah.
Look at our brand out there.
We're
Crumb.
inspectors.
Here's our business card.
If we would like to investigate what is going on in this house, if you're okay with it.
You should not have come here. My name is Maximilian. And
Trunks, it's him. It's him.
That's the guy.
this
Got my
house
stamp ready.
is completely, utterly overrun. You should leave while you still can.
We are actually here to help with that problem, and we were actually looking for you, so we are very lucky.
He's not going to respond until next session. We're going to end it for now.
Mm.
All right.
Cliffhanger.
Wow, such a cliffhanger.